Every time you search for an airfare, I have a pretty good idea what you do. You go online, and then you scroll through the internet through some third-party website. And then what happens? You see all the usual suspects. You want to go from New York to Milan? An Italian carrier. Frankfurt to the US? A German carrier. Or how about Buenos Aires to Santiago? A South American airline. But you're missing out because you're not figuring out something that the industry knows. It's called Fifth Freedom flights. In my terminology, they're the secret flights you need to know. First, some history. In 1944, there was a conference in Chicago to establish ground rules for the growing commercial aviation industry. There were 700 delegates from 54 countries, and a convention was then signed, established freedoms of the air for the airlines of the world. The first freedom, the right to fly through another country's airspace. The second freedom, the right to land a plane in another country. The third freedom, the right to deplane passengers and cargo in another country. And the fourth freedom, the right to pick up passengers or cargo in another country and fly them back to the carrier's home country. And then, the two freedoms most passengers don't know about. The fifth freedom, that's the right of an airline to take passengers from one foreign country to a different foreign country as long as the flight originally started in the carrier's home country. So what do these fifth freedom flights really mean for you? Say, for instance, you want to fly from New York to Athens. Instead of just checking for flights with American or Greek-based airlines, look for carriers from other countries. Emirates Airlines flies a Fifth Freedom route from New York to Athens and then continues to Dubai. But as a Fifth Freedom flight, the airline's allowed to take you from New York to Athens. And you can find these Fifth Freedom flights all over the world. Fly from Singapore to London on Qantas. Go from Madrid to Sao Paulo on Air China. Or get from Rio de Janeiro to Buenos Aires on British Airways. And then there's something called Sixth Freedom flights. You probably haven't heard about those either. I'm standing here at the Montreal airport. Take a look at this Air Canada departure board. Tokyo, Cancun, San Jose, Frankfurt, Brussels, Munich, Delhi, Paris, Lisbon, and others. Now, if you think they're just Canadians on these flights, you'd be mistaken. A growing number of U.S. travelers are now connecting in Montreal for their onward flight overseas. And what does that mean? Better service, better flights, and in many cases, better deals. The sixth freedom of the air allows an airline to transport people and cargo between two foreign countries with a layover in the carrier's home country. That means for U.S. travelers, one of the best ways to get overseas may be on Air Canada, with a layover in Canada. And no need to clear customs or get your bags. From Vancouver, Air Canada flies to Singapore, Hong Kong, Sydney, and Auckland. From Montreal, you can take Air Canada to Madrid, Lyon, or Rome. And out of Toronto, you can get to Stockholm, Copenhagen, and Tokyo, just to name a few destinations that qualify. So why should you seek out these fifth and sixth freedom flights? Well, you can often find lower fares, and the larger long-haul airplanes can also offer more comfort and extra space. And here's another added bonus. On your return flight, when you come to Canada first, you clear U.S. Customs here. So when you get home, there are no lines. You're home.